everyone else.
He wrote me a report last year.
Did he?
Yeah. He wrote a report for me from him about how good a literacy teacher he was.
Oh my gosh, how old is it?
Year 5.
Actually, I probably should come in with you to talk about
You might get them to read little bits.
Right.
So it's all on you.
Just how you normally do a shared book. So what we'll do is say just a minute or two for each teacher, then we'll swap the roles maybe once or twice. Are we all good? Yeah. So you've got some ideas for
Miss Boyd
teachers.
and Shasta, I think we.
Do you guys want us in the
I need to learn how to do sheet reading.
Do reading too, okay? Reading Cat by Joy Cowley. What do you think this book's going to be about?
Okay.
Cat, nice. What colour is the cat?
Keep your hands up. What do you guys want to see?
Tan, orange.
How do you think he's feeling?
Fire.
Greedy.
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 What does greedy mean?
Very good, thank you.
Okay, let's
What
find
else do
it
you
out.
want us?
Does anybody want to read for us?
Yes.
Go on.
Mum.
It does look like the people
What
skin,
does?
doesn't it? Their facial expressions. Very good. Okay, let's see what wider
Standing
sketch.
out. Shopping.
Well done.
Okay, so when you
got some
when you see
Sausages.
dragons,
Thank you.
Well
Actually,
done.
really
I
nice.
love the way
Alright.
everyone is
Start
waiting and
from-
taking their
so
turn.
4 fiery dragons lived in
Fantastic,
the
nice
cave
and specific.
near a town. They were very lonely.
Would you like to
Nice
take a
reading.
turn,
Do you guys
Sis Sarah?
like it?
Along came
Oh,
Dirty
I
Cat.
was
She
like,
looked at
we
me and
need
like, gobble, gobble,
We
gobble.
need to
And that was the end of that.
they
That is
said.
too fast.
Great
Why do you
feedback,
think it's
Jessica.
not friends?
So
Well
that's
done.
just some specific feedback.
I love the way you guys are listening.
I like the way Jessica gave feedback to Sarah on her reading.
So they can fly together.
Okay, let's swap the book around.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to have our students.
Hands up.
Sis, sorry, they read for me.
So can we have you as the student who finds it
Yeah, very
hard
good.
to take turns? So not excessively, but you just find it hard to take turns. We'll swap the roles for it.
Am I the teacher now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's carry on. So we've got some moral students.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Mum went shopping. When
My turn?
my turn. So when we read, when I say greedy cat, can you guys give me a little? Probably should have said. Only when I say greedy cat.
We should have said to put hands up.
Along came greedy cat.
Yeah.
He
That's
looked
okay.
and
There's actually a part of this book that says dragons, and that's when
So when you
get
have
the kids
those
to draw
moments,
them.
when you have those moments, remember the behaviour you give attention to is the one you're going to get more of. So what could our teachers say in that moment? When
Okay.
we've got a
The
student who
dragons flew down.
it's kind of misread their turn.
She could give me some praise.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Should we try that? We'll try that again. So let's replay that.
Sorry.
Mum went
Thank you for putting
Mum
your
went
hand up.
shopping
Yeah.
and got some sticky buns.
I'm just gonna
Along
get
came
up.
greedy cat.
Meow.
Well done, T.
There.
He looked in the shopping
Yes,
bag.
that is the escape card. That's
You know,
okay.
I
Thank you,
really
Emma.
love how Jennifer
The
was
people
listening
jumped
to
off
me and
their
knows exactly when to get
skateboards
her.
and they said, dragons,
Gobble, gobble,
dragons,
gobble.
dragons.
And
Do
that
you
was
wanna
the
have
end
two?
of that.
And we'll just cut it there.
Dragons.
Dragons. Thank you, Anna. We're
How
trying to
would
do
that
that
feel
all together so that we
when
sing
you
at the
did
same
that
time.
thing?
One,
Praise it
two.
somewhere else.
Dragons,
I wanted
dragons,
Dragons.
dragons.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like you.
The next time they see dragons, dragons at the same
Shall we
time.
pass the book round?
They scream, run for your lives. No friends
And
here.
so we've got Bridget who has
The
trouble with
dragons
her turn
switched down
sometimes.
to the
And
market.
we've got
The people
let's
dropped
go
their
for you,
fruit.
Jen. So
I'm
Jen's
saying dragons,
somebody
dragons, dragons all
who
together.
she
One,
doesn't really
two.
like to give things a go.
Dragons.
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 I like
And
how
cat.
you're giving it a
Terrible,
go.
Mum went shopping and got some potato chips. Along
Thank you
came
for
greedy
waiting
cat.
until we can
He
just
looked
say
in the
that.
shopping
They
bag.
screamed, run for
Gobble,
your
gobble,
lives.
gobble.
No friends here, so they're not sitting
So you're going to be a model.
Thanks,
student.
That is what I was doing.
Got someone in here.
No friends here.
Are you being first?
Okay, I need to do it. Thank you for putting your hand up.
And that was the end of that.
Do you like
I was
potato
scared.
chips?
Scared. Emily
Yeah,
likes
I like
potato
potato
chips.
What's your favourite flavour?
Have a turn.
Mine's sour cream and chives.
That's scary.
They are scared. Do you agree with that?
What do you think the cat's going to do now?
Oh, you're the observer.
What the next thing?
Very quiet.
You want to
You
go
go
for
around.
the next thing?
You want to go through the
teacher?
spot?
Yeah.
Go for a walk.
Go for a walk. I like how you waited there with your hand up. Thank you.
What does
A long canned greedy cat. He looked in the shopping bag. So what's in the shopping bag? Put your hand up. Bananas.
What are they doing?
And what colour is the shopping bag?
They're doing what we're doing. What can you say?
Black.
Nice
Yes.
to know reading. They
So
are
we've still got our
reading.
piece together,
It was
hasn't
nice
had a
getting
cheers.
friends
Let's
with
pause
them
it.
as well.
I'm the observer.
Oh,
You.
the dragon sat and read some stories. The people in the town are
hear
not
them,
very
even
friendly.
Yes.
So some like positive
Let's blow
forecast.
smoke over them. I said Damon.
So, I think Jen's going to be able to help me read this page.
Okay. Once we've read this, page 10, we're going to have a look at what they may have got
How
in
will
the
they
shopping,
feel?
okay? Mum went shopping and got some chocolate. What's in the shopping basket, Jen? Oh, who wants chocolate?
And what's our feedback?
That feels
They'd
No
feel even
chocolate
more
for you?
scared, wouldn't
What's
they?
our feedback? So we're going to name
Let's
the
take their
behaviour.
princesses, said David.
What did Jen just
No,
do?
said Daisy. We want to make friends.
She
We need to do something else.
She wanted chocolate.
She gave it a go, right?
She gave it a go,
What kind of
yeah.
plans they all
So
have.
we'll just cut it there because Jen doesn't normally give things a go. So it's thinking about
I mean,
those
as opposed to
individual
doing a game
needs.
Yeah,
together,
exactly.
where you
I
have to
agree.
share where
So lots to
naturally
think
in the
about,
class
eh?
you're
You were the
reading.
teacher.
Normally,
Can you just give some feedback on what you use to resource read?
Or
Strategies you saw.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
waiting,
Really
and
nice
raising the weighing
how
and
you were being
Wasn't
specific
your
and
turn
you
to
were
draw.
giving
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
instead of
Falling
just
out
being
all the time,
general
coming up
kind
behind and pointing.
Say like
So
you
you
said,
nice and you
Someone said,
give
tell
them-
me where the
pulling out the
stuff
notes
is.
today, oh, it was me.
Yeah.
You also ignored behaviour that wasn't
Yeah.
acceptable and you praised the positive behaviour that you wanted to be to see. But you also gave the opportunity for the kid who wanted to give an answer,
sorry,
looking at what
yeah.
something like how you
Yes.
do first. Yeah. So you gave them the opportunity to correct
That,
themselves.
that the teacher was doing that.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you.
And I was
It's
going
good
to
to
write
write
us. It's like, I'm not
And there's
sure.
one just that is like full bottom. We're just bending over that one, yeah.
Quite engaging. Like we were quite engaged by
The kid eating the
reading,
chocolate too. He's like, wow, I got a
the
piece of chocolate.
questioning,
Speaking of good books, did you see that completely unrelated? Tales of the Fourth Grade Dummy? No. Dear God, It's Me, Margaret, the Judy Blume book. It's now on Amazon Prime. I was like, it's a great book.
Just stay where you are.
I think it's Dear God, It's Me, Margaret.
Let's just kind of critique what we just did then. So remember we were practicing giving feedback, labelled praise for social and emotional behaviours. So I'm just going to call on our observers. So,
Yep.
What did you see your teachers doing?
Oh, they were being very specific and they were naming the child. I also saw that they were giving children who were kept calling out the opportunity to correct themselves if they were excited to answer.
Yeah, and in terms of the actual coaching. So
They did a lot on turn taking, but they also touched on a little bit of patience.
So what do you think the emphasis was on?
Turn taking.
It's interesting, eh, when we start to kind of unpack what we've been doing. Anna, you were the observer there.
So, likewise, Amber praised me for letting another child next to her answer. And so sort of, and I was listening to that child, so listening she praised me for as well, and putting up my hand, share ideas, and also was asking questions to keep us engaged as well. But that doesn't have to do with that.
Yeah, and that's an interesting point that you just made there. So that's why it's good to practice these things, because when you have to pare it down and just think about those two things, because did you find yourself as a teacher kind of going broader than that? Yeah. So I guess the point of this is to just get you to think about what it feels like when you just hone in on those specific things. And I think over here it was kind of interesting because we introduced some different dynamics. So we had a child who had difficulty with turns, and we had someone who didn't like having a turn. So I don't know, Jen, not Jen, Zara.
Yep.
Managing those different behaviours in the group. Yeah, how did that feel?
That was okay. You just have to identify, like it comes down to knowing your learner, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you know your learner is one that jumps, calls out and all that, you gotta know with them to help correct that behaviour. And if you're a learner that doesn't participate or actively engage, we've got to be able to find ways to engage them.
And what was really nice was you just did it the once. So I think if you've got someone who doesn't like engaging, you're often kind of shy kids, eh? Maybe you're anxious kids. So maybe just calling on them once is enough. Yeah. There was something else I noticed you do too, which we haven't covered yet as a strategy, but I got the feeling you were doing a little bit of, I'd call it planned ignoring. Planned ignoring?
Yeah.
So she had someone calling out, so she just very strategically and very matter of factly, really, thinking all about behaviour. Okay, thanks everyone. So if we could just have the cards back up the front.
Welcome, thank you.
So Jenny's just going to lead us in the next topic, which is when we get our kids to kind of praise themselves and others.
So we're listening to this narration about encouraging children to praise themselves and others.
Recognition in the form of praise and encouragement has another value as well. Ultimately, we want children to learn to praise others, for this is a skill that will help them build positive relationships with other children. And we want them to learn to praise themselves, for this will help them attempt and stay with difficult tasks. Watch how the teachers in the next vignettes help their students learn to praise others and themselves.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? Did you put it in the right place? Looks good to me. Good job.
Lovely. We're going to watch 43 as well.
I need someone who thinks they know the answer to number 4. Frederick.
Search.
Ooh, Frederick. You study last night? Search. How do you spell search?
S-E-A-R-C-H.
Excellent. Go to the board. Yeah. All right. Let's write the word again with Frederick.
Beautiful. What is accomplished by getting children to recognise each other's achievements?
Great question. So if for the first clip, if he got it wrong, would you remember like that?
I'm not sure. It's a good question to ask the teacher. Hopefully not.
Yeah, just thumbs up or thumbs down if he got it right. Like, so that would be a bit off-putting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, just my thinking.
I know now.
But seeing the thumbs up, that's you know, I'm winning, you know, I got it right. That's a good feeling, but I'm not sure about the thumbs down. But.
I think maybe if I heard the teacher say that to someone, even if it was strategic and she knew it was right, so there wasn't a negative outcome, I probably wouldn't volunteer. But it's like a child who had been way too shy. Yeah, like
Going out the front there.
that would have been fun for me.
Agreed. And just, remembering sometimes we're not seeing necessarily the best practice in the world, but it's all meant to start that conversation. So thanks for bringing that point up, because you're absolutely right. We want them to feel successful, hey? So if we come back to when we're recognising achievements, when we're getting students to recognise each other's achievements, what is accomplished by that? We've touched on sort of one thing. Anything else?
I think it's like peer support.
Yeah, absolutely support.
Makes others feel brave to take a risk as well. Right?
Yeah, encouraging that risk taking. Cool.
I was thinking of the barriers, Tori, that when we're doing it as a class, that maybe you catch some of those barriers there. There's an opportunity for kids that might get missed out to be recognised in that kind of, you doing that whole class kind of scenario.
And why do you think it's important for children to know how to compliment each other?
It's a social skill.
Yeah. Do you think it's necessarily a natural thing?
Depends on the nature versus nurture. I think if it's something that maybe you're growing up doing that with your brother or sister or whoever at home, then maybe. But if it's not something that happens at home, then it might need to be taught.
Or if the students are really competitive, that might not be something that they want to do straight away.
Yeah. Awesome. I've noticed things. We're going to do a little activity now, thinking about how you encourage yourself as a teacher. So before I set you up for the activity, just have a little think for 20 seconds. How do you encourage yourself as a teacher? What are the things that you might say to yourself in your head? What do you do for yourself to keep yourself feeling positive? Okay, in a minute I'm going to say either inside or outside. If you're inside, what I'm going to get you to do is stand facing away from the post-its. We're going to be an inside circle. If you're outside, you're going to be standing facing the post-its. You're an outside circle. Make sense? Okay. Inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. Alright, find your spot.
Are we facing someone that to go outside?
Yes,
Yep.
find yourself a buddy. Get a coffee. Nice, love that. Beautiful. This is called inside outside circle. It is another cake instruction that you can use. And what we're going to do in a minute, if you're on the inside circle, you're going to say one of your ideas for how you praise yourself. And then outside circle, you will respond afterwards. Should we start? There you go.
Oh, I tried it like positive self-talk.
It's cool. It's cool.
Do this.
Yeah.
Do this.
All good.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Keep
And
going. Deep breaths.
And I hear that I'm stopping some people in their conversation. I'm very sorry. I'd like you all, if you're on the outside circle, to take a step to your right. So we're switching people now. And do the same again, so inside circle start and then outside circle.
So I said that I try to keep my self-talk positive. So like, keep going, I've got this, I've got this, I can do this. If I like, even if I don't believe it, I try to sound yeah, I can be quite critical of myself.
Alright, so we're going to go past and go back to your seats.
And something to look forward to as well.
And when you're back in your seats, if you could turn to page 96 in your teacher's pack, there's a wee activity for you there. So it is my self-encouragement bubble. So what I'd like you to do is just write down one thing that you might say to yourself to encourage yourself, especially when things get like
Then you can choose a
Lovely. So once you've finished that, you just pop your pens down. You can leave your teacher's pack where they are because you might come back to them. We're just going to watch the next little vignette. And so this teacher is getting children to notice good workers across the room. So just having a watch this.
You guys, real quietly. Take a look at what's going on over there. Doing a really good job. Look how hard they're working. Corinne, Angie, and Spencer were watching you guys and we're saying that you guys are doing a great job. Nice work. Notice how quiet they are.
Very nice work.
Yeah.
Very nice work. Okay.
I love that one. So what does the teacher do that's so effective in that little clip?
You want to spotlight.
Oh, yeah, I love that spotlighting.
They're role modelling the dialogue for them to then copy.
Yeah, really effective use of modelling and authentic.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly it. So he's caught that good behaviour, put shine the spotlight on it, and he's modelling how those students are then going to use that in their own world and in their own ways.
It's also like a good reminder. They're like, oh, this is what good learning looks like. This is what I'm gonna go and do once I leave it.
Yes, absolutely. Especially if that's their then a follow up. Absolutely, that's perfect.
And that's like another of the barriers, that sometimes we're concerned that our less well-behaved kids get all the praise. It's a nice way to make sure you catch those kids who aren't doing the right thing.
So when children share in the teacher's role of identifying other children who are engaging in positive behaviours, it also reinforces that desired behaviour, so what you really want to see in themselves. So not only are they seeing what they're noticing in other people, they also start to realise what they need to be doing in themselves too. And it's really reinforcing for children to be identified by their peers as behaving well. For some children, this form of social reward is actually more reinforcing the teacher attention. And I think especially as you move up in the years of school, you see that more and more the role of the peer becomes really, really important. We can do another little activity now. So in your textbook, page 212, you're just going to read through paragraph 1 and paragraph 3. So paragraph 1 is about self-praise, and paragraph 2 is about how behaviour doesn't have to be perfect. So 212. We'll probably post that, but the post-its are still around if you want to pop them in there. Paragraphs 1 and 3.
Okay, what was the two paragraphs you wanted us to read?
Yeah, paragraph 1 and paragraph 3. Yeah, so the self-praise and then that's the one, perfect.
Children, I had nightmares last night saying, oh, they're not going to get this up.
Awesome. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to introduce you to something called a compliment circle. Okay, so we're going to have a practice of it in a second. And you might want to refer to your little self-encouragement bubble that you did before, because what we're going to do is we're going to get in a circle and we're going to say a compliment about ourselves, which can feel a little bit uncomfortable for some people, for me especially. But I want you just to have a think about something that you're really good at, so that when we come into our circle, you're prepared for that compliment for yourself. So I am really good at, and then you're going to finish that off. Okay? Once we get back down to our seats, I'll let you know the pages in the textbook, and you can pop a couple of sticky post-its on those pages if you want to look more into compliment circles and circle time. But this is linking in with that self-praise that we just read about. Okay, has everyone got something that they're good at, that they're ready to share? And we'll see how we see some thinking faces. That's all good. Alright, let's get into a circle.
Is it like in a teaching context or just in your
It
life?
can be in any context that you want. It can be in any context that you want. So if we can all stand up and go for a circle, Jenny, and we guys in on this too?
I'm good at spinning that.
Whatever you wish to celebrate.
I don't know if it should be celebrated.
Do we have someone who'd like to go first? So it's going to, I am good at, and then you're going to finish that sentence.
You go.
I am good at art.
I am good at baking. I'm good at finishing things off properly.
Ooh, nice.
I'm good at being a good friend.
I'm good at drawing.
I am good at cooking.
I am good at connecting. I'm good at fixing everything the glass house wall.
I'm good at babysitting my grandson. Lots of practice.
I am good at reflecting on things.
I'm good at being a mum.
I'm good at engaging maths learners.
Is that all of us? Can we all just give ourselves a big pat on the back? Because we are very good at lots of things. Well done. Alright, setting that down.
Right, it'll be off in 2 weeks.
So the pages in your textbook, if you're interested in looking more into that, page 213 for complement circles and 77 for circle time. If you're interested in more about circle time, there's a lot of stuff on circle time throughout the textbook. So 213 and 77 if you want to mark those pages in your book. I do have one more activity that I have put in.
13 and 77.
Yes, so it was 213 and 77. So in a minute I'm going to get you into your behaviour groups and I'm going to share with you a few cards and I'd like you to choose in your behaviour groups which card you'd like to practice and then show the group. So these are all examples of class cheers and this is something that comes from the work of Kagan. So that is a cooperative learning approach and they do class cheers as part of their approach. So I've got some personal favourites that actually aren't in these cards, but they're a really fun way of getting children to praise each other in just kind of a fun, sometimes silly way. So what we're going to do is get into our behaviour groups. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to choose one and then practice it. They're not very hard, so it should be fine. And then we're going to come back and share them with the group. Is that alright? Alright, if you could get into your behaviour groups and then I'll show you out some cards for you.
Do you want to see what mine was?
And the whole thing if you're in seniors, you can get them to make their own ones up and they there's some real cool ones.
Oh, Jesus.
Have a choose which ones you might like.
Thank you.
Choose of which ones you might like.
Right.
I've got some more.
Rain whistle.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that sounds fun.
So we'll go 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
That's your jam?
Hi, they did.
One finger on your bottom. So doing
You're terrific.
that's the Harry Potter shoe, isn't it?
No, it just is.
Fantastic.
Get up the window.
I feel like for transmedia things that allows someone else.
You're
Practice recently, actually.
Are we doing that next?
Maybe, but it's just something that it's a wiggle. This up in the air like firecrackers. Yeah, same. We did.
What it looks like, have you guys chosen one?
Yeah.
Oh, that is one of my favourite, and there's one called Sparkle Pack, which is like this. And they love that one. They're like a sparkler. That's a great choice.
Did she ever test to go?
We've actually
Oh, you guys got what? Oh, elimination of art.
And then they copy it, so I don't have to use the
interesting.
I see you doing
I just follow, yeah. And then then I got some snack and then drop it to
Did you say here's the green?
I love it.
Is it one cheese?
Oh, kids love that one. Have you guys got one then?
Might be that one.
Yeah. Okay, so
Let's do
I think that's
a
a
teacher
good
group, so are they?
Here's the green. Here's cheese. You're green.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna come back and we will have our little presentations in just a minute.
Yes.
And that's what you say. And that's what you say. If you don't want to be great, that's your choice.
Above your head, then wriggle.
Oh, what are we
Around.
We're going hard on the
Ah, sounds like a crab.
on the people who are always ready first. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we love
Sometimes
it.
we've just got to do something that's going to make
giant
it
firecracker
like that's
or
the.
medium
that will make
size. Should we do?
Yeah.
Should we just do medium?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That could be
Zelda.
myself now.
Okay, is there a group that would like to start off?
Yeah, we've got one.
Yeah? Okay, cool. So, sharing the name of your class?
This one is called Catch a Star.
Should I read what it is? No, you can just
You can be the teacher.
If you'd like
be
to.
the students.
No, you're right.
Maybe you read it and then I will do it.
Okay. Yeah. I'd like you to reach up, stretch your hand all the way up into the air, and you're going to grab a star, something that you've done today, and you're going to put it in your heart.
Aww. Thank you.
That's
I'm gonna
nice.
catch a star. That's beautiful.
The Princess Diaries.
Next group.
Okay, so we've got what's called firecracker. So hold your palms together in front of you as if you're praying. Make a sizzling sound as you wiggle your palms up in the air like a firecracker going off. Clap them above your head. Then wriggle your fingers around and down like sparkles coming off a firecracker. Make an ah sound as if a crowd was watching the firecracker go off. As you do that. So we'll start again. And we'll go up, clap. I don't think we did this, did we?
Love us, thank you. And our last group?
I think we handed ours in, but we can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so left hand up. This is the grater. Right hand, this is the cheese. You got this? You're great, great, great.
That was one of my class's favourite ones. Great, 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 great. And we also had some teachers who made up their own with their classes, and one of the classes nailed it. I liked that one. And marshmallow clap was always a crowd favourite too. But just some fun ways that you can get some praise happening within your class with each other.
I think what I've got going on with ours is because a lot of them do watch YouTubers and that.
Yeah.
I've taught them that they don't clap on that. It's clicking the fingers.
Yes.
So to keep it quiet, but actually be able to applaud someone.
Yeah, and also the sign language for applause is a great one too. Cool, thanks for sharing. Great, I will collect those up and we'll have the next thing. Oh, thank you.
And while Colin's doing that, you could get your teacher's pack and change your
Sorry.
That's so good.
We're going to circle 2 streets and 2 areas to explore. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Do you want us to fill it out first? Or
Yeah, just as you go through, you can go. into step 1. Did you just spot it? Was it there the whole time?
Yeah, it was on the back of another one.
So do we take on the corner?
Oh, thanks.
That's why I hand wash it. I've been wondering where it is. I put it on the
I think I only got on these two.
How compliment?
Mm.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one.
And I think I'm good at 23, 24, and 14.
And I think there's a goal at the end as well. So your goal with the sweatshirt.
Yeah. I have been people out with them.
I go around, I'm like, good job.
I always ask if
It's hard for me as I'm right next to you.
I do a gentle pat. I'm like, good job.
I was just like,
I think my only physical is the first month.
yeah, I know how I go. I need to less hard, but I need to go with this one.
Yeah, I think that one too is a goal as well.
No, like I would love to.
I have kids who ask for it. I never did.
We don't know. I think I've had one.
So some of your siblings still can definitely have.
Did they?
Because you're in a right.
I think my year class might be big dogs.
So my goal for the next week is to set a time with you to talk about later and you can talk to your girls.
Okay.
Okay, so I think most of you have finished. So just a quick negotiation. We penciled in a little break with some of the behaviour plans. So I'm just checking in. Do you want a 5-minute break now or go into the behaviour plan, or would you like to just keep going? It's up to you, or to the side.
I'm happy to just keep going.
Yeah. Do we want
I
to
am
do
too, but I just need to stand up.
maybe a little energizer?
Oh yes, I put, I
Oh,
can't
that's a
remember
good
what it was.
idea.
Oh yes, I do. It
You
was
did first thing.
First bang. Yeah.
Yeah?
And the maths, I'm sure you all know it.
No, don't do that one.
Do you not?
No.
How do you not?
I'm a literacy brain, obviously.
I suppose it was in the numeracy books. So it's a bit old. You know, it's a maths one. You've got to go round in a circle and count up as we normally say as high as you can without making a mistake. But any multiple of 3 is fuzz.
Oh, not the truth.
Fuzz.
That's
Fizz. And any multiple of 5 is
Bang.
bang.
Multiples of both is
Fizz bang.
Fizz bang, okay.
If you get it wrong,
It's not like we don't want to do math.
Oh, sorry. We could do 2s.
Yes, can we just do buzz?
Just thinking. Should we
Showing
just
us buzz.
Buzz?
So much fun.
Buzz multiples of 5.
What's buzz? Buzz is you count up and then.
If you get to a multiple of 5, you just say buzz.
Or we just do a number. And then just start
We teach the
again.
juniors, guys.
I haven't got into exponents yet, okay? We want to go here, we get.
I think every school's going to have a turn at doing these
Okay.
as well. So if you've got ideas bubbling away.
Well, we can do fizz and keep it easy. Do 2 to 5s.
2s and 5s. So 2s are fizz and 5s are buzz and
Bang.
bang. And anything that's a 2 and a 5
So
is
10
fizz bang.
would be fizz bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1. There you go.
Yes.
3. Yep.
4.
Mm-hmm.
No.
What?
No, no.
Oh no, fizz.
Yeah, because that's a multiple of 2.
Oh my, I'm out.
Then you start again.
Start again.
Start again.
1.
Fizz.
3.
Fizz.
Bang.
6. Damn it.
1.
Fizz.
2.
Fizz.
Yep.
Bang.
Weren't you?
It's 5. That's 5. It's bang.
So you'd be fizz.
It's the fizz.
3.
7.
Fizz. 9. Fizz bang. 11. Fizz. 13. Fizz.
Fizz bang? Wait,
Isn't that
no,
just a bang?
but it's just bang. Yeah.
Fizz. 17. Fizz.
19.
Fizz bang. 21. Fizz.
23.
Fizz. Bang. Fizz. 27. Fizz. 29. Fizz bang.
31.
Fizz. 33. Fizz. 35.
That would be bang.
Oh.
1.
The two
Fizz.
threw me off.
3.
Fizz.
Bang. Fizz. 7. Fizz. Oh, I can't remember. 1.
Fizz.
3. Fizz. Bang. 1.
Fizz.
3. Fizz. Bang. Fizz.
7.
Fizz. 9. Fizz bang. 11.
Fizz.
13. Fizz. No, I've lost it.
That's hard. Only two step one, guys.
Fizz.
3. Fizz.
Fizz.
7. Fizz. Fizz.
9.
Fizz bang.
11. Fizz. 13.
Fizz.
Bang. Fizz. 17.
Fizz.
19. Fizz bang.
21.
Fizz.
23. Fizz. Bang.
Fizz.
Stress me out.
27. Fizz.
29.
Fizz bang.
51.
Is it called fizz bang?
Yeah, I played Buzz with my stage 1 too, and they love it. And
It's good, eh?
Yeah,
I
we
can't
did-
focus on too many.
yeah, we did 5, and now we're doing 4s.
Alright, we're going to go on to our behaviour plan now. So if you could turn to page 88 in your teacher's pack, we're going to review the behaviour plan for Jenny. Our friend Jenny that we're going to know very well by the end of this.
Sorry, what page?
Page 88. And just remembering the different steps that we've done so far. So step 1, we were looking at what are the specific negative classroom behaviours. And I wondered, could I have a volunteer who might want to read the behaviours that Jenny is exhibiting for us? Yes, please, thank you.
Negative classroom behaviours, poking, touching, speaks without raising hand, talks while directions are given, off task, daydreaming.
Beautiful. Now step 2 is missing. Step 2 is our when, where and why does the behaviour occur. But remembering in your previous teacher pack, page 89, it has got that lovely summary you can go back to whenever you like. So then we're moving on to step 3. What are the positive opposite behaviours that we want to see from Jenny? Who would like to have a read through of those?
I'll go for it.
Yeah.
Keep hands to own body. Raise a quiet hand. Listen quietly when directions are given. And pay attention and concentrate.
Perfect. And just keeping in mind, so the way that they have formatted it, the positive opposite lines up with the negative behaviour that they'd identified. The next step we have is step 4, which is what I think we did last week, which is around those
Relationships.
relationship building strategies. So who would like to read out step 4 for me? Anybody?
I can do it again, I don't mind.
Cool.
Sit close to the teacher. Give opportunities to move by helping teacher. Get eye contact before giving directions. Use positive redirections when distracted. Use listening and quiet handout rules, cue cards, and give me 5 signal.
Right, so that actually covered some of those proactive strategies, and that's what we are looking at again today, is those proactive strategies, but with a focus on the coaching and praise. So you'll see here it says step 5 coaching and praise. Would anyone like to read through what the strategies are listed for step 5 are for our friend Jen?
Can do it again.
Thank you.
Call on child and praise. When quiet hand up, coach and praise child with focusing on task and listening. Call parents about positive behaviour. Use persistence coaching during small group times.
Beautiful, thank you so much. So what we're going to do now is we are going to work through a behaviour plan together, and then you'll go off into your groups and work on your own behaviour plans. But we wondered, is there anyone in the group who might like to put forward their target student, and we can unpack that together and create a bit of a behaviour plan?
I'm happy to.
Yeah, awesome, thank you. So step 1, what are the specific negative classroom behaviours, perhaps just 1 or 2?
Distracting others during independent time.
Lovely, distracting others during independent time. And Zara, where, when and why do you think those behaviours are occurring, that distracting others?
During literacy, when left to work on his own and seeking attention.
Beautiful, so really specific there. Literacy time, independent work, and it's around that seeking attention. Do you think it's the attention of his peers or his or her peers or from you? What do you think?
I just think it's any attention.
Any sort of attention. Alrighty. Lovely assessment of function there. So step 3, what is the positive opposite behaviour that you would like to see?
Conversations are on topic.
Yes. So on topic conversations. Lovely opposite behaviour that's been identified there. And the next step we have here are what are some relationship building strategies to use? And you probably have already gone away and tried a few of these.
Yep.
What did you have down as some things you wanted to try for this learner?
I've got 2. We've discovered common interests,
Beautiful.
and
Common
then
interest.
he has an interest in football, so we've been using football as the concept topic a few times.
Ooh, very good. So using student interests in the learning. Lovely. And then our last step today is around some proactive strategies, but we're thinking with that lens on the praise and the coaching. So from today, we've looked at a whole bunch of strategies. What are some things that have sort of resonated with you around what you could try for this learner? It might be supporting him to stay focused and on topic with his conversations.
That proximal praise.
Yes.
So praising those around him.
Yes, beautiful.
So I'm going to put that over here.
I mixed up my my steps.
Yeah, I thought that was like
step 6. So we'll come back to
Okay,
step
cool.
5. That's fine. So
Sorry,
proximal
that's my
praise.
fault.
Tell me how you'd use that.
The table he sits at, I'd praise those sitting around him when they're on topic or they're doing their work, just to try and.
Lovely. Was there anything? During literacy time when he's in his little group.
Yep.
Was there anything else from today that you thought you might be able to take away?
It's mainly with the praise, like keeping, and then praise for him when he is on task, and keeping it specific.
Yeah. And thinking about some of those coaching statements, was there a coaching statement that you identified that could work well for this learner during literacy time?
Probably I really like it that you're currently doing your work, or that you're on the right topic.
Fantastic. And you can see how we've sort of bookmarked things along the way, put them on post-its and things for you. So hopefully you can go away and pull those off, and they're ready to go for your behaviour plan today. And so we're going to go back to step 5, which was some proactive strategies. So that was that work that we did last week. Were there any that you tried that were successful or wanting to try?
Yep, so I've set expectations before the lesson.
Beautiful. So setting really clear expectations.
And then first next them.
Awesome. And how are you finding that?
It's going good. I'm doing first next them for the entire group rather than just him.
Yes.
So it is going well.
Yeah. Are you finding that it's working better with a group
Then with just him, yeah.
Cool. And that's awesome use of being inclusive and universal design for learning. So making it something that everyone can do is a really cool way of doing it.
I just think of you too, Papa. So anything here that you can use with the whole class is great, because that's kind of our model A. So you know those steps, say the least intrusive? So you've got your whole class, group, and then your individual. So it's really helpful, even though we're focusing on an individual. If anything you can do with the whole class, that just makes it easier for you.
Yeah.
And there's always other kids that benefit from the same things, or it might just be a group. Like you do.
Lovely.
That's so cool, eh? Like really specific, really clear.
Thank you for sharing, Zoe. Do you feel like you've got a good sort of next step of where to go for your behaviour plan?
Yeah, so the praising of that.
Yeah, awesome.
And thank you for sharing your plan.
Thank you. So all we're doing today is just that little next step around the praise and encouragement strategies. So you don't need to write a whole new plan, we're just building on what you've done last time. So it shouldn't take as long as the first time. The first time's usually a lot longer, we have to do a bit more unpacking. Today we're just looking at what's that next layer that we can pop on top of that work you're already doing.
You've done it. You've done it. Yeah,
All
it's
right.
just the yellow bit.
You can hop into your behaviour groups when you are ready, and I'm going to hand out the timekeeper card.
I just circled it. Do I need to rewrite it? I
How
just
long we
circled
got?
it.
Half an hour?
With your statements, you know how we place the statements through the different things really specific statements you pull through.
That's what I do.
Yeah, mine's on my laptop.
Possibly like the way you come to the mat.
Yeah, it's a good place to write it, just as a knowledge. And you're going to share your plan with parents as well.
So we'll do 10 minutes.
In there.
I'll probably type it up to a shoot.
Time
I like
to
that.
10 minutes.
Yeah, you did. I just haven't.
Lovely.
I don't feel
I'm really on for these guys.
We're done now.
You're done. We're done.
I just circled it.
I love that you're popping your coaching statement in there as a way to Oh, positive forecasting. Because what's the behaviour that you're wanting to see?
I had to check with sitting in group
I think positive forecasting.
utilize.
So, what are some positive statements I know I'm going to see you sitting at your chair for this next half. Beautiful.
Instead reading the book,
And then on to the conversations. And that's where that idea of property
I'm just reading it one time.
I can hear that some people at the table are talking so nicely about what we're doing.
Whether that comes from language or focus or
Yeah, and then just jumping on the phrase as soon as they're doing something right. Oh, look at you, celebrating you, being on track. Thank you so much.
If I see them, always.
I'm outside of Sherry Howard's
There's so much we can do with that. I know you're probably
I do.
I know you're doing
Yeah,
so he's got all of the things that he needs.
There's a few other things.
and it's
I think so.
I think
I was like, and I asked with the first year,
the
one
stat that
leading
you got to the point where if I
a lot of
shares
them, a lot of
I
it
think
fall
it's start crying.
onto me,
Like
so
that's
it's
how
just like, as
as
well.
she likes to show that teaching
Teaching
so for teaching and give them trying to give them an opportunity
That we can do it together. I'll try not to do all of it here so that we can
Yeah. can you support me with
I
the
really
notes when you
was
basically
a
that's
bit
yeah.
but I'm
Because
just
if you're doing that, then they can see actually actually write it on the side. Because for us, that's a really good idea.
So I'm trying not to write it all in because I want us to kind of come up with it together. So that I want him to take some ownership over it. Or we just have got something on Jen said we don't have things that we can and I haven't done it yet, but my next step is that I'm going to kind of co-construct this with both of us and the learner. So
It's so powerful.
that's, you know, what you don't think about that stuff.
So I might try it now with 3.
Especially I think as we get into older learners.
Yeah, same. I like simple times.
Oh, same.
And I feel like once they've had a bit of a
So that's my next step, so I'm kind of like got a bit here, I don't want to flesh it all out, fleshing it all out and then restore it.
Sort of things that you can roll in that I've done from there. And it's so cool having that in just hub space where you can see that's okay.
We need you all the time. And you've got someone's at your
I will probably type it up.
Not necessarily saying that.
Very much so.
We love that. How are you going? And then
That's great.
What's that? No, but I was thinking like if one of David's siblings moved now for like half an hour, like going to the
Yeah.
even if I just did it. Oh, she's very different.
She used to decide sometimes that she
and also before, so when you were telling me to put the book away, what did you say? Well, I know you're going to be. I know that you're going to put that book away and you're going to do own that and everyone else. I know you're going to want that person.
I don't know, she wasn't very nice. There was
I know that you will do that.
disagreement between mothers
Just as a little reminder.
last year.
Because it's real fun to read, kind of like over the story of this is how we do it.
Because it is a little bit, hey, it is. I didn't have to, I do it to myself and then do it. I know I'm going to have a really good day today, and I'm not going to feel annoyed about it.
It was so
Sometimes
so
yeah, the other one we do is that when you need to do it as a selfie, so I do it as but you get like a ball of string or wool and you stand in a circle and they say their thing and you throw it to someone else. That makes sense as well. Yeah, it's well known. I love it. They love the bed. It just, oh, what we do is this is like the original. So you can switch up all, yeah.
So do you say something with that information?
Oh, do you miss one of the kids?
Yeah.
Like what would be an example? Like,
So if you want to see the example, you probably should be too far. you could start off with something like some beginner doing someone else, and then
Do
you
you
can
think
say,
it's I would say so, yeah. And you give them like examples.
yes, I would always start there, it's like, I noticed today, blah, 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 was doing things, and then that person has to choose someone else and it knows that they're holding on to a bit of what she would make up a little bit. It's really
If it's a bit crazy.
I think you've got to be sensible, don't overdo yourself. Yeah, just, focus on one or two things. Because otherwise you just struggle.
I try to move
but what I like about this is that it's co-constructive. I find yeah, I think that first workshop was front loaded.
At the end of it, it's been 8 minutes.
This first minute was savage.
Okay.
Something the clock now. 8 minutes.
Things to get through the social or that idea of coaching statements is like something that can feel a little bit funny.
Did you find
I know.
I feel like I choosing one color on it because my hobby is there and just like
My mum a journey, case, judge, and journey was next thing you know,
When you look at the
we know what really is
I didn't even know what we're going to
yeah, I was
well, they are. They feel.
Hey guys, if we could come back together, we will finish off and hopefully get you out of here maybe even before 3. Yeah? So yeah, come back into our circle, we'll get ourselves sorted. And then that will be us. Wendy's wrestling with the tech again. It is so annoying. I don't know. If you want to have a go with it later, you go for it. We would love some help. Oh, you did it. Look at that.
Did anyone just want to feedback from the plan what their latest goals were?
What they're going to go away and try?
I'm gonna do. Oh,
Sorry. Going to work on positive forecasting and then using the 5-10 second window to give the praise straight away.
That sounds great.
I'm going to give specific and genuine praise, but I'm also going to work on the compliment circle and getting the successes.
Because we just talked about compliment circles a minute ago, and so the question I have is, if you do it for the first time, just to think about
we
the
do a lot.
dynamics in your class, and would they be more comfortable complimenting themselves or someone else?
Yeah.
So just think about that before you And you know there's great resources in the PB for our, do you know about the book on circle time in the PB online? That's great, eh? Yeah, so if you're setting up circle time, it's a really, really good resource.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's the first page. I've no idea. Yes, it is, because the next one's too. So should we still, is that alright if we do a round robin? Yeah, it'll help keep us all awake. Judy, do you want to do the first one? Please.
Establish eye contact, move close and smile at the child.
Describe the behaviour you like and be specific in your praise.
Praise with sincerity and enthusiasm in a variety of ways. Make a big deal out of it.
When a desired behaviour occurs, praise it immediately. Focus on children's efforts to learn, not just the end result.
Combine verbal praise with physical affection.
Use written words of appreciation, happygrams, i.e. telegram notes of approval to the child.
Is it the enter button because it's already on?
Is it?
Don't wait for behaviour to be perfect before praising.
Bridget. What, sorry?
Praise individual children as well as the whole class or small groups. Sorry, didn't know we changed.
Use praise consistently and frequently, especially when a child is first learning a new behaviour.
Children who are inattentive, highly distractible, and oppositional need frequent attention and praise whenever they are behaving.
That's that reinforcing that behaviour as it occurs. Praise children according to your individual behavioural goals for children, including both academic and social. So you've got those in your plan. So that behaviour you put in your plan should be the focus of your feedback.
If you're working with a small group of students or an individual student, look up every 3 to 4 minutes and monitor the students who are working independently. Take a moment to make a comment about their positive behaviour. And that can even be like we saw in one of those vignettes, a comment to other students where you, we're just noticing how awesome you guys are. Lovely.
When you give a direction, look for these 2 students who are following the direction, say their names and restate the direction as you praise the fact that they are following it.
Develop a concrete plan for how you will remember to provide consistent praise, such as a sticker on the clock or your watch, coins in your pocket, timer, etc.
Do not compare one student with another student or sibling.
Cool, thanks. I was just thinking about that second to last one. That normally comes up on barriers, but it didn't today. So often when we've done the scripts, teachers talk about remembering to praise, but I just realised that wasn't a thing today, so that's nice.
That last bullet point, I mean, I know as teachers we're really good at not comparing, but sometimes the tricky is when you have a parent comes in and goes, oh, they're not like the older child, or they're not like my other one.
And they do that in front of the child as well.
So how do you manage that when that occurs?
I probably say something about how awesome they are. So I try to say something positive about the child that they're kind of having a negative intonation about, and just say we're not here to compare. But
yeah, I have one learner who is on the spectrum and he compares himself to his brother who's also on the spectrum. But his brother is a lot more academically inclined, so he compares himself a lot. And Mum talks about it as well, comes in and we do those comparisons. But I told him last year, I said, well, I've seen a big improvement from last year with his behaviour and his learning now. So I have to let them know, like, I know what you were like and I can see you have changed. It's really good to see.
And that's really nice for parents to hear, because children can be really different at home to how they are at school.
it's just kind of, I think the tricky bit is when parents can be quite negative about one child and positive about the other, and I'm sure I'm not the only one trying to tackle those connotations.
So your modelling is really important, eh? So your email buddy, everyone remember your email buddies? So the goal is to, I remember if you could just do at least one email exchange before next time, and just to talk about how your goal's going, how you're getting on with your goal. Yeah, and if you're feeling stuck or whatever, just to use each other. And can we please book our visits today? So before we go, can we make sure you checked in with one of us and booked in your first visit if you haven't already done it? Pam your bridge. So next time you're on, come here and energize us. Thank you. We really appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
And then the last thing we just get you to do is fill out the evaluation for today's workshop, which is in the back of the pack with the scanning. If you could leave those up the front, maybe on the book.
Page 113.
I can bring it along at the bottom and I might say.
Should we do it in the Corona time around?
Is there a category to close us off?
No. Sorry, I wasn't that great.
You could do it for memories.
Pardon?
You don't have one that you want connecting on this laptop.
Or close.
Or close your no?
Sorry. Yeah. Was I supposed to plan one? I just love it. Opening and eating.
Oh, you do the one that you love.
Pardon? Oh, sorry. I just looked at the one.
Kind of cute. Closing.
I just looked at the one that you told me and I copied that one. That was
I looked through the Victoria.
Thank you. I thought this was good.
Sorry.
I just look for, I love for circles a little bit today. So maybe that's just a nice way to finish our day. So I think should we go around and compliment the person on our left? And the reason I say that is sometimes if we're working with kids and we popcorn it, it's really easy for someone to get left out. And that would be awful. So just for today, we're just going to go to our left and just give a compliment to the person on our left. So I just want to say how much I love and look forward to seeing you turning up in all your pink. When you said you were a half glass full person, I just thought, yeah, there's something about you that you just make people feel happy, don't you?
Aww.
Yeah. You do.
Lily, I really love how you always listen like when I'm speaking, I can tell you're really taking what I'm saying in, and I really appreciate that because I think I can waffle, and you, yeah, I appreciate your genuine listening. Thank you.
I love how friendly and outgoing you are. Always makes it fun to be around.
Thank you. I really enjoyed any time that we were partnered up today in the discussions. You are a really active listener, and you follow on so the discussion keeps going.
Thank you. Anna, you're really attentive as well. You give lots and lots of good ideas and feedback, and I've learned a lot from you already. So thank you.
Thank you, Eva. I really like your sense of humour, and you have a sort of a warmth about you, and you make people laugh, and you also have some really great ideas that you share as well. So thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to say the same. I do enjoy your sense of humour, because I think it's sat next to the last session as well. It's very approachable, and when you listen, I can tell that you think before you respond, or how you offer advice. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey. I really appreciate you sharing and being vulnerable to come be a student and offering your insights and
Cute, thank you.
Thank you, good, Matoya.
You know, for that, maybe one word you would break. No, you have a great sense of humour, and it's always fun to work with you, Zara. I always enjoy the fresh perspective, because sometimes I'll have like a one-way mindset of how I look at things, but you'll come do a 360 twirl, do a handstand, and I have a completely new idea, and I'll be all for it. So that was really nice. Thank you.
David's been Barra's handstand too.
Oh, not yet.
Not see the chaos that I bring. I like that you've come and it's so organised. We've got our sheets sitting on our chairs ready to go.
Kyla, I appreciate your huge enthusiasm for all things IYT and behaviour. I think it comes through everything, and that when we're all starting to wane, she kind of goes up a level.
Yes, I do. And I would like to acknowledge Wendy for you're just so warm and genuinely interested and approachable and fun, and I feel like you calm me down a little bit because I can get and you just bring it back down in a really nice, gentle way. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
My love and kindness be with us all at the end of our learning today and all of the time. Thank you so much for your input today, because like without your input, wouldn't be what going on really. So you make it fun for us. Thank you, Ewan.
Thank you. And as promised, before 3 o'clock.
But we can, that's later, so you know, I think we'll start with this one over from there. This is busy.
Oh,
thank you. I can take that up here.
I think we had Rachel on top of us.
I was like, am I going to go on Sunday? I'll go by there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll come back. Do you want our name next, Jenny?
Oh yeah, I just put mine over here. Who are you doing?
I'm at the gym at Jen, and then there's a girl, another girl at the gym that's Jenna, and then there's a new coach at the gym also called Jen. So there's like 3 of them.
Did you get Jen?
And my husband appreciated it.
Don't mind if you eat so much.
It's not as bad as my one.
And
Tara and Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
So I know different kind of names.
Yeah, do a 4-day one.
Yep. Same middle names as well.
Oh, you really?
Yep.
Like a break.
yeah.
So you you just throw something, so it's easier if you just throw something. So next week, I do.
Do you want me to take your badge? We just keep it here at the bottom. So you've got one less thing Monday next time.
Is there another observation?
And I've got a bit of time.
Oh, we do another one later.
Nothing on my
Thank you. Yeah, I just but that's okay, because I'm sure your lovely Cinco will have lots of things she wants to
So
talk
I
to me
think
about
there's
if she's not there, so,
so.
oh, I just can't wait.
10 past 10.
Yeah, very excited. Lots of
So who'd like,
I didn't order any again. I was meant to. Did you order one specific one?
so I can also do that same Monday. So it will be like,
Things are pretty
Would you like actually being active? So I think that's kind of what they need.
I'm modeling something she will
Sometimes you just need to change.
Yeah.
So I
Oh, hold on there.
the door part, just
And she like that.
Tomorrow, I'll be in the morning anyway, so.
No, I'm not fixing myself.
Thank you.
so hopefully it will be.
Alright, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Guys, next time. Hopefully you don't have too much parent traffic getting out. I'm sure you'll be fine. At least you got a park. It's amazing. Never try and come there at 3 o'clock.
Oh, I know.
Horrible.
Pretty far down.
Oh yeah. Honestly, we are always far down. It doesn't matter what time we get there. It's always packed on that road.
It's good though, good walking in the morning, but when it's not raining.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Lucky that it stopped.
saying that usually makes it so isn't it?
That's so true. It does.
I don't know why it does.
Right on the end of the day.
Of course.
So your lunch is at 12:30?
Yeah.
So if I come about 10 past 12.
I'm just gonna lock on a
Oh yeah,
time.
cool.
And sorry, what date was that?
The third. So that's Merchant Navy Day.
So the room.
There's a Merchant Navy Day. Did you
It's
know that was a
Wednesdays as
thing?
well.
Do you know
I
what
think
day
it's
is
been put in a
National
circle. I think that's
Called
why
like Jar Jar Binks Day. Today is National Like Jar Jar Binks
I don't
Day.
even know who Jar Jar Binks is.
From Star Wars.
See, I don't know about things so
Jar Jar Binks.
It's got my one on there.
It's National Like Jar Jar Binks Day. Jar Jar Binks, you know, from Star Wars. He says like, me
So
thinks
just
that's
know
weird.
that. So we'll
Star
probably,
My mum made me watch Star Wars, and then Robert's like, let's watch the whole series trilogy to go movie.
Oh my word.
So we're working on that.
Maybe just get something in and then I can confirm when they get on.
I know some of it, but like, I don't know, I can't relate.
when are we having our Mana Potential Day?
David hasn't got that
I
to me,
can
so we
relate
can
to
do
it
that
on
later.
that
I
one.
think that's
I
that
am
could be a
alright.
week 9, week 10.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that, and
So sometime on Tuesday the 3rd.
National Bow Day.
Tuesday the 4th.
National Bow Day.
It's so fun, but we've got PG Day.
So you take that Mana Potential out,
Okay.
and I'll sort that for the end of term.
So before playtime on Tuesday might work.
like message Sarah and just be like, we finished.
So I
We
don't
have to
normally
come in for the
find
meeting.
No, don't message it up.
Okay, we don't message Sarah, we just go home.
Yeah, don't message.
No,
Don't message. Sarah will be pissed off. She doesn't want a meeting.
Oh, okay. It would be
So that would work.
Ladies better be called
But
That's so good.
so can I kind of observe
As
you?
far as they know,
Do
we
my
finish
work
at
hard and then talk with you after school, or is that really
Also, it's like, if you like would get there, it'd be like 3:30.
Friday
But
also
also
a
Sarah
funny
said
as well.
Yeah.
It's always a bit
You
of a
don't
funny
really
day.
enjoy
No.
it.
Can I just email you and
Why no meeting this week?
or while I'm
So let's
The
not
jeans
put
and the
that
pants and the
in
she
my-
completely distracted me. That's so
It
nice.
has to be Monday.
the other thing that I was going to say is we can read whatever it is on the
Monday morning.
dots.
I
Like,
come to your
that's
liaison.
the same
Yeah.
thing, right?
I hit your school.
Okay, well that works.
Did you notice, Meredith McRobbie?
I
Her
love
shoes
Meredith.
her shoes like yours,
So
so
when you
like Gucci.
So we hit liaison with you.
I love Meredith.
Oh, she's good value, hey.
Every time I see her, I just feel happy. Like
So-
she's just so warm and
She's a really good value.
She
When,
is, isn't she?
at the very beginning of my first to second year, I didn't like having her in my room because she would give me feedback and she'd be a better teacher, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
At 10:20.
Oh, Meredith was in my class when I was a beginning teacher.
But now that you know her, that you're like,
Now I
oh,
know her
that's
character,
just
it
how
was
it's
only out of like kindness,
Yeah.
it wasn't, you could do better.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything negative
Yeah.
of,
Let's do that.
sounds good.
Oh,
Because she was actually really hard.
I'll see you then.
See you later.
yeah.
See you girls.
Bye.
See you.
Good
Good
afternoon, you too. Thank you.
See you.
See you. Have a good week.
Sorry.
Always gotta wait for one, huh?
I need to throw that from
I just think it's just practice that first.
Okay, so
then
are they okay?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you want them?
Oh, my umbrella. That's a black one.
Oh my God. So I have put
This,
it up right as well.
lovely. Before his brother moved to Sydney, he like left it in Scott's car and Scott got it out the other week and he was like, thank you. I was like, this is a nice one, it's blunt. And I was like, how did you not expect that until now? It's been like over a year.